Good afternoon. Hi, friends. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We've got some new pieces to show you today that I'm excited about. Welcome in. Welcome in. This here that's on the screen right now, this is vintage from the 90s Joan Rivers. It's her double strand. Let me pull it up and pin it. I should have done that before. Here it is. All right, so we're going to start this. This is Joan Rivers. This is currently running. It's a double strand. They're all knotted, 30 inches. And it does have her signature here on the back of that. This is a beautiful set. And they've got a nice weight to them as well. Um, let's see. Let me show you some of my new pieces that I brought in today. They're by Judy Lee. I have a couple of brooch and earring sets that this is one of them. This is a beautiful pearl and rhinestone set. So you have your brooch, and then you have these are clipped earrings. Here's in the back, and there's the signature on the back of these. So you have the brooch with the rhinestones or crystals with the pearls on that. And these were all from the 60s, 70s time period. Get it range in there. And they do come in a nice little gift box as well. If you're thinking about doing any Christmas shopping, everybody's talking about Christmas in July. Here's another one right here. This here is my favorite one. It's the vintage Judy Lee, the Amber Starburst brooch and earrings set. And those are signed as well by her there. But beautiful brooch. This is the back of it. But has all the stones, the topaz, the amber, the citrine. Those make a beautiful gift as well. Let's see. I have two. This here is I was just taking this out. This here is like 2.5 inches. This is vintage Monet. It's a brooch. Here's your vintage Monet. There is the signature there. That is currently running. Welcome in, friends. Thank you for joining. We're running some jewelry for Tuesday afternoon. Help get us through the week. I was hoping it was already Thursday, but I have to go into the office tomorrow. I can't complain. I only go to the office 2 days a week. This is beautiful vintage Kramer flower brooch. Kramer from New York. It says Kramer of New York right there. But that is a beautiful, about 2 inches, 1.75 inches, 2 inches brooch. This is vintage as well. This here is another Judy Lee. I had two of these sets already sold. One. That one. So this here's another. Cotton gets stuck. This is the brooch. Nice 2.5 to 3 inches on that. And then you have your clipped earrings, which they go like this. And those are marked as well. Judy Lee. Okay, we'll keep those there. Let me show you, this is a new piece that I'm bringing on here. This is a vintage sterling silver necklace and a turquoise pendant. I'm gonna keep it running for 30 seconds because I'm talking about it. And it has the matching earrings on this. So there's the earrings. They are all stamped. It needs to be cleaned. Mexico 925. Oh, the necklace is stamped as well, 925. You can see that in the pictures, and the pendant as well. It's all sterling silver and turquoise set. It's a very beautiful set. Thank you for looking at those. I'm going to put that in here. So I keep that separate. This here is another Judy Lee. This is a brooch. It's gold plated. It's a leaf. Let me see, here it is. That is currently run. It has the topaz and the honey color stones on this. That's the top part. So it sits like this. Or you can put it any way you want to. I like it better like that. Very good. I'll put that there. I do love this. I don't remember who this was on this one, but I know this is another vintage brooch. I can't remember if it's Werner or something like that. Do I not have this listed? Okay, I'll run this as a, I'll start this at 12 for that brooch that is currently running. That is the back. A few more seconds on that. Perfect. Thanks for looking at that one. Let me see, what else did I want to show y'all that was new before I get to my other stuff? I was excited about those. Let me bring up this here. Is a long silver snake chain. It's not marked sterling, but it feels like it. Just with the texture. And then it has the there is a ballerina. She has a rose flower tutu. That's the back of her. So with the rhinestone bodice on there. It's a beautiful long necklace. Let's do these earrings since I just saw them. These here are gold tone hoop earrings. They're like a 2-inch hoop. They are pierced. Here's the front of them. The rhinestones go down like half of it. And then they are gold hoops. Okay, put that down. What else do we have here? Got a couple. Let's pin this. This here is vintage Avon. It is a necklace with matching earrings, and the earrings are pierced. Let's start that. So you got the silver here in the middle in the filigree area. You've got the gold tone This is vintage Avon. The necklace is 18 inches. It's beautiful condition. It's a beautiful set. So how's everybody's week so far? Like I said, I only have to work at the office 2 days a week. But some weeks that feels rough. I'm getting close to retirement age. I still have about 3 or 4 years to go. But it's like the closer you get, it's now in the light is at the end of the tunnel now. So it's hard to concentrate, whereas before I was nowhere close, not even in my 50s. I knew I still had, 15 years to go. All right, this here is a beautiful vintage necklace that I just absolutely love, but I have nothing to wear with it. It's beautiful. It's welcome in. Thank you for joining, friends. Here he's got the faux pearls in a champagne color. Some of these are glass and then some are plastic. But it's a fun piece, I think. All right, put that there. Let's see what's next. We have this is vintage Coro, 17-inch necklace. We'll start that one. And it has all the faux pearls on that. And it does have the coral signature here on the back. All right, I forgot about these. I always forget about these. I'm going to run a giveaway, so get in there at the top. I got ephemera, I have earrings, and I do have a $5 Amazon gift card that I will send to you for buyer's giveaway on that. So for anybody in here that wants to get into just into the regular giveaway, please feel free to do so. I love this piece too, because I collect amber. like I collect all kind of amber glass. I'm like, oh my gosh, an amber Victorian necklace. Well, of course. Here is this that is currently running with the topaz honey color stones on that. That is I think it came out to be like a 17-inch. I love how it has the pendant and then with those hanging down there. Thank you for looking at her. I've got a couple of shows coming up this week. I'm doing another one on Friday. And then I have the vintage decor stuff. I think it's another clothing show on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday mornings, I'm doing vintage decor. Those will be in the morning. So bookmark those. This here is vintage black and white pearl-like necklace. That's from the 50s, 60s on that. I do love that. All right. Let's see. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to look at. Check out my Buy Now tab. I do have items in there listed for you. Feel free to make any offers on those. These here are Warner. These are clipped earrings. They have the Amaryllis stones on these. Let me get to my tab. Those are beautiful. Look at those stones on those. These are vintage as well. They are signed Warner on those. Beautiful clip earrings, AB Barella stones on those. This here is a vintage barrette. Let's see, I'll start this. Look at this. No, you can't. It glows. Just can't see it with all my lights on. A vintage rose barrette. See the details on that. We'll start this again. Here's another barrette from the 80s. I don't know if this glowed. I can't tell. I've got too much lights on in here. Too many lights. Got another minute on the giveaway. Let's see. Let's run this. This here's a neat set. It's a pendant. Welcome in. We've got a giveaway that's running. Jump in if you like. It's for ephemera. It's for earrings or I think I put hanky. Now that I think about it. And I will be running a buyer's giveaway, which is an Amazon gift card that I will send to you electronically. This here is a vintage set. It reminds me of Anne Klein. I don't know why. Is that animal print? But you have your pendant and then you have your clipped earrings with that too. So it's like a slider pendant there. All right. Thank you for looking at that. Hold on for me just a second, please. Sorry, I had to check. My puppies were screaming down there. I didn't know if something had happened. Sorry. Here is a vintage stretch ring. I love this. This is we'll start this for 3. This actually so it'll fit any size. It has these pearls and they are vintage. There's your stretch there. That's currently running. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Let's run some rings. Check out the store. I have buy now listings. Feel free to make any auctions or any offers on that. I also have things listed. That is a coral necklace that I have listed, but let's run some rings. I haven't run these in a little bit. So let me put those up there. Let's see if they don't fall. So this here is, let me take that off so you won't get confused. This here is a fashion statement ring. This is like from the 90s, early 2000s. You got your enamel black color in here. This comes to a size 7. We'll start that, and that is running for this ring. Can make a fashion statement with that. Size 7. All right, let's see. This here is a bronze color. Welcome in. Thank you for joining, friends. This here is a bronze color rose ring. Is my camera dirty or is it my eyes today? Sorry. Everything looks okay. I think that's better. Let's run this. This is the ring, bronze ring. It's a size 8. It has a rose on it. And then there's some vintage wear there. This here is, let's do this. This here is like a stainless steel type ring. This here is a size, it goes to, it's just over 6.5. we'll start that. That is currently running. Has a neat little rectangle thing on there. All right. Let's see what's next. Do this little opal ring. Here's a little vintage, petite little opal. It's a faux opal, of course. Some vintage wear with that. That is currently running. It's very dainty, size 6.5 on that. Okay. I think that's it for my, I got a couple more $3 rings I could have run. This here is a size, this is a size 6. I like how it has like the filigree design there. It does show signs of some wear on there. And on the back. It's a beautiful design ring. All right, let's look at these next few ones. We'll run these. We're going to do $5 starts on these. This here will start this vintage ring with a big pearl ball on it, and that goes to a size 7. It hasn't been cleaned, but it's all vintage wear. All right, here's another big pearl ring with rhinestones. This here is size 7.5. That is currently running for that ring. Has a nice setting to it. These are on sudden death, so these will not, clock will not reset on these. Here is a nice cocktail ring. This is size 6.5, square with the round stones inside there. That is currently running sudden death. Okay, let's do this one. Here's another silver tone ring. The size 7.5. This has all the rhinestones there in check. That one is started, running for 10 seconds. It's like a checkerboard pattern on that one. Okay, whoop, what was that? All right, that's not that. Let's run this. This is Victorian looking to me. This is not like a turquoise like the sterling. This is just like a blue. And I like the setting on that. This here is a 7. Oh, and it is adjustable. I just noticed that. So it's currently on a size 7, but you can make it a little bit bigger if you need to. That is currently running. I don't know why I thought this was glowing for a minute. Wait a minute. It looks like it was glowing. Okay, let's see what are we doing? We're doing $5 starts. All right, let me put these back because then I have some that are, we'll do a $5 start on this. This here's like a marquee setting on that. This is a size 7.25. That is currently running. I should get me a different color ring sizer. I think this one you can't see it as much. So what kind of plans y'all have for this week? People on vacation or anything? This here's a nice ring. This is like a coral color, gold tone with rhinestones. This goes to a 8, a size 8 on that. That is currently running. Sudden death on that. I'm not taking any vacation time yet. We're going on a dive trip later in September. Here is a glass ring, handmade. You got the stars on there. This here is a size 7.5, and that is running as well. Okey doke. Let's see, this here, let me do this one. This will be a $12 start. This here is a size 7. Let me do 10. So we're doing a sudden death on that as well. This here's like a dome ring. You have, can't see that good, but oh, why did it, I thought I set it on 10 seconds. Sorry about that. It's on sudden death, just takes forever. Well, we'll both be punished here watching this. Yeah, so it's like a dome ring. It'll take like half your finger, but it almost fits me. Oh yeah, it does fit me. See? So it's a nice little ring on that. All right, we ran that one. This here is another $12 start. This here is, let me take this tag off. It is gold tone faux pearl ring. This is like a Monet. This has been around my family for a while. My mother, my aunt. This is a size 7. Let's make sure I change that to 10 seconds, and that is running size 7. You have your faux pearls and rhinestones there. Welcome in, friends. Thank you for joining. All right, let me throw on another giveaway. That is currently running if you want to jump in that. This here would be, this is like Murano glass on this. It's the Millefiori. See, it's the Millefiori on the stone, and it has like the copper wire. This here is a size 4.5 to 4 3/4. That is currently running. You got the turquoise blues, the lime greens, and the darker navy. But that is Millefiori. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. This one here. This is an 18 karat gold electroplated ring. Yeah, 18 karat gold electroplated is what this ring is. And it is a size 6. And we'll start that for $12 as well. Yeah, I definitely need to get a different color ring thing. It's hard to see the details of the ring. All right, thank you for looking at that. We did the flower one. Let's do this one. This here, it's another statement piece ring. You have your faceted cuts on there. This here is a size 8.5. That is currently running sudden death. Get in the giveaway if you want some ephemera. I'm doing ephemera, hankies, or a pair of earrings. All right, that's done. All right, let's put away the rings. Oh, well, let me do the rings at the, I do have, show you those. These here are nice. This is a beautiful, this is estate jewelry. This is gold over 925. we'll start the auction on this one. So you have your pear cut and that peridot color, gemstone color. This size is a 6. It does have the 925 stamp right there. So it's gold plated over, I mean, it's gold, gold plated over the sterling. But I love that color. I think it's, is that like April birthstone on that? I'm not quite sure. And then I have another estate ring that is a beautiful rainbow topaz aquamarine sterling silver. I love how it has the filigree design sterling. So you see the rainbow. That's why it's got the rainbow topaz aquamarine. This here is a size 7. That is currently running. All right, that was done there. All right, let's put the rings away. Let's get, I'm going to show some more earrings. Let me show these. I love these. These are like a vintage pair. I love how they're gold tone. Then they have the purple stones there. They are pierced on these. Let me go back up to one of these. These are running sudden death. So beautiful gold tone with your purple rhinestones there. Oh, sorry. All right, thanks for looking at those. Let me show this. This here is another set. A pendant and all right, pendant and earring set. Where did the other earring go? Okay. Let's see. All right, I do have the other earring. I know it's up here. I don't know if I'm staring at it and don't see it. Let me take this set out too so I can run it. That makes me so mad because I know I had them all here and nobody else has been up here but me. All right, I'm going to have to wait a minute, I guess, till I find it. All right, let me run this one here. This here is, let me pull this up. I'm pretty sure I have this one. That's here. So is anybody doing anything over the summer? Going to the beach or any vacations? Okay, I don't have this. Let me run it. We'll start this. This is currently running. So this is the pendant, and then you have your matching earrings, and these are pierced earrings. So that's a set. You're working at the knot. I love that place. Go check on my booth, see how it's doing. Oh, it's Kathy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Florida Glass Girl. So you're still working right now? Yeah, I was trying to get in there. Oh, what is today? Today's Tuesday. Oh, at House to Home. You know, Angie told me about that place. and I wanted to stop by there. All right, so these are vintage earrings. Look at these. You got the screwbacks on these, and you've got the black stones. I need to remember to clean my camera before I come on shows. We'll start these at 3. Let me pin that on there. This is currently running for 10 seconds, but these are vintage from the 50s, 60s with your screwbacks on that. Very good. Yeah, I need to find out where that house to home is, because I hear it's not too far. All right, let's see what's next. These here are 1950s, 60s milk glass clipped earrings. We'll start these at 5. These are currently running. Oh, from the K-pop tree. Oh my gosh. I used to go there as a kid. My parents used to celebrate their anniversaries there, my aunt and uncles and all that. We were always there. Here's a vintage pin. Speaking of K-pop tree, here's a little martini glass with a red rhinestone on there. We'll run that. I'm trying to get myself together where I could do one of these shows there at the Knot. I just have to get my equipment and stuff that I need, like my camera and all that. Maybe after the summer. Yeah, they had turned it into the K-pop tree. They had turned it into an event center, from what I understood. This here is Sarah Coventry brooch. I remember I used to sit on the lion statues and take pictures with the family, which I still have. All right, this brooch is currently running. It's vintage Sarah, and it's marked right there. Gold tone. With that, let me throw this in. I'm going to run another giveaway. Jump in that if you like. Put this in here. I have to keep all these jewelry pieces in my little plastic bags, like my mother used to. If not, she'd come and haunt me and tell me I'm not doing it right. With all the jewelry she had everything. She kept it all neatly in her jewelry box. Here, this is currently running. This is vintage Liz Claiborne. Your fairy sitting on a moon. Here's the back. All right. Thank you for sharing that. This is these here are coral earrings. We have, let's see, I have a few more things to run. Okay. So this is vintage coral. These are clipped. And these here are running. They're on the original tag. I like how these are kind of like a shell. Here's the back. They are marked coral. Welcome in, friends. Thank you for joining. Join the giveaway if you want to get in there. It's either ephemera, or I've got hankies, or some earrings. So put that away. Let's see. I want to run this again. This is Joan Rivers necklace. that I was showing for the first time today. I'm going to be having a Christmas show next week, and I put that Santa Claus set up there. So here's the Joan Rivers double strand knotted pearl set. It's like 30 inches. That's why I put this up like that. But it does have her signature here on the back, the bottom of that. And it's nice, like heavy set. It's not one of the lighter ones. All right, let's see. Let me show this. This is a Ross Simons. This is gold over sterling. See where that went. Here it is. Yeah, Ross Simons. This here is gold over a sterling silver chain and pendant. Here is this. It is stamped there. That is currently running turquoise gold over sterling silver. The chain and the pendant, they're marked. They're marked sterling. That's a beautiful piece. Thanks for looking at that. Let's see. Check out my buy now. Let me show you. I'll go ahead and show y'all this because I can't wait. I think it's such a neat set. So here is the Santa Claus set. So you have the large brooch. It does have all the stones. Here's the back. It's a pin. And then it comes with the matching clipped earrings. Of course, I found it last year when, well, no, I found it at the beginning of this year, so Christmas was already over. So I've been waiting all year so I can start showing this. So we'll just save that for the Christmas show that we're starting. We got a few more seconds with the giveaway. So jump in there if anybody else is in. Let's see. Let me run. I want to run this. This is a little cute. I love this. It's a little cute sister necklace. This here is you have, and that is going to Florida Glass Girl. Very good, Kathy. I'll send something your way. Um, so it says little sis, and then you have the the Eiffel Tower there. So it's pretty long. It's about like a 17-inch on there, but there's like little pink rhinestones that's there. Thanks, I appreciate that. No, I'm just having a slow show today. I had one yesterday of clothing, boutique clothing as well. Um, so I'm still trying to find the times that work best. My other shows do pretty good. I just haven't been doing jewelry that long. Or let's see, where did those go? Let me show. I have this. This here is new inventory. New with tags still. I'll run this for, I'll start this at 5. This here is a multi-strand necklace. This here's the bottom with like a sea pearl or whatever, and then it has like a sand dollar charm on there as well in a bar, but it is new. That's how it lays. I thought that was a pretty set. And that was actually 22.95. So I thought that was pretty. Welcome in, friends. Thank you for joining. Here's another one that's new. This one I like this. It's 2 strands. It's very dainty. It's got the gold with the little turquoise beads there. And it's a longer one. And then it has a tassel. And then this here is the bottom. So that's a pretty, we'll start that. That is currently running. And that is new as well. Couple more seconds on that. All right, thanks for looking at that. Right, take this down so I can reach it. All right, let's do this. This is a chunky turquoise necklace. These are like resin or something. We'll start that. That's running. That is not real turquoise. That is faux. Right. Let's get this up here. Yeah, it does. But it doesn't have the textures on there that they normally have. It's too smooth. This here is a beautiful multi-strand, your glass beaded necklace in this green. And then it has this pendant that's kind of like this, the ring spoons or the spoon rings. We'll start that. That is currently running for that piece. I like how that is. All right. Let me do this. This here's like a choker type, so it'll fit like any size neck. It'll stretch. But it has all these different color beads on it. Some are glass. Then it has this. Maybe I have it the wrong way. Let me put it this way so you can see it better. See, so these are all different. We'll run this. And that is currently running for that choker type of necklace. Let me see. There you go. See that a little bit better. All right. Let me do, I think I have just a couple more. And then we'll wait for next time. Let's do this one. This here is a Liz Claiborne. It's multi-strand. And I like how this lays. Let me put this up here so you can see it more. Well, that's not working. You see how the sides are there. And then it's longer. That's Liz Claiborne. And that does have her signature on there. But back up there. Let me put these. I have to run this one again. I absolutely love this one. I should just keep it, but it's like, I'm like, I don't wear so much jewelry anymore since I don't work that often out in the streets. We'll do this one. So this here is your aqua blue green with the champagne faux pearls. This is vintage 50s, 60s. Some of these are glass and some are plastic, but I absolutely love how unique that is. This is stuff that my grandmother used to wear, like around the house when she was cleaning. And it's funny because my mom was the same way. Like, well, if I got to wear them. I said, well, nobody's going to see it. She's like, well, I see it. All right, let's do this. Here is, I'll run this for 3. Here's the times wouldn't change. So this here is a roll barrel closure, and you have your pink stones on that. So that's a natural. I love the pink on there. All right, let's take that off. Where is the other one? This was a neat, like a chandelier. I like how this one is. This is a longer necklace, like an 18 to 20 inch, but I like how that is. All right, and that's currently running for that. So you have like an antique bronze color chain, and then you have these, they're almost like a mother of pearl, like a purple. It has that little luster on that. Very Victorian looking. I'm hearing the thunder come. Let's do this. This here is a long strand of those shells too, but in turquoise color. So that you can double that up. I'm in Tampa. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a hike for me when I go to Dunedin. It takes me about 30 minutes to get over to Dunedin. So I'm in like the northwest section of town. And so I get to travel through Oldsmar and all that. All right. What is that? Yeah, it's I hear it. And my dogs are going to be crying a little bit. This here is a acrylic. I love this green. And then it has the matching hanging earrings for pierced ears. For those. All right. All right, kids. I think that's about it for today. Like I said, I'll be back on Friday with another boutique clothing show in the afternoon, and then I have two shows Saturday and Sunday with vintage decor. So I have those coming up. Please bookmark those and follow me if you haven't. And I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for stopping in. That would be perfect. Thanks so much for coming in, Kathy. I'll see you in Dunedin. Let's see who we can raid. There's only two of us, but let's see.